And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for round number 8 of the Late Model Racing Tasmanian Pro Late Model Series here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway for another round. Thanks to JSI Sim Sports. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set. We are qualifying nearly done and dusted. Just waiting on one driver to do the qualifying session. It looks like we are ready to go racing. 30 drivers have taken time and, well, we've got 31 drivers signed into the virtual pit area for this evening as we get set for the first of what is going to be 4 heat races on the program. Let's take a look at heat race number 1. It'll be Riley Hutchison on pole. To the outside of the front row, the 11 car of Bo Oldfield from position number 2. Going from the third starting spot to podium last week at USA International Speedway, Shannon Jordan in the 10 car rolls off at a position number 3. Picking up a podium earlier on this season at Lanier, it was Jaden Russell in the 27 car. He'll line up at a position number 4. Position number 5 with the 74 car of Jason Burke. To the outside in car 21, Alan Cleary from position number 6. And we go to your fourth and final row of heat race number 1. Nick Ryan in the 12 machine lines up at a position number 7. And to the outside from position number 8 in car number 92. That is Cody Gay. So we are ready for a start. You're looking high above the racetrack here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Safety car remains on the raceway. So they'll come to the Wonder Green. And then the race leader will have control of the field. Late Model Racing Tasmania, 8th round of 10. So the third last week is upon us. 2 feature winners so far. Harry Stewart picked up 6 of those feature wins. Riley Hutchison on pole is the other driver to best Harry Stewart in a win column for a feature event here this season. Who will it be? Who will take out tonight's 8th round of this series? Well, we're about to find out. Let's go racing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Riley Hutchison, Bo Oldfield to the green. We come off turn number 4 and the green flag is out and we're underway here in heat race number 1. It's the Late Model Racing Tasmania Pro Late Model Series. Riley Hutchison gets the jump down the back straight away, but Bo Oldfield going to try his hand down into turn 3 and 4. Hutchison slides it deep from the bottom to the top and Bo Oldfield comes back down to the inside. Bo Oldfield may have led lap number 1. He'll slide up to the top of the racetrack here on the exit of corner number 2. Now Hutchison back to the inside. Oldfield trying to drive him down the racetrack, forcing Hutchison to get out of the throttle. Now here comes Shannon Jordan. Remember, top 4 going through to the main event. Top 2 to the dash. 5th on back will be headed to your last chance showdown. Oldfield continuing to lead the way here in heat race number 1 of 4. Oldfield, Hutchison, Jordan and Russell, your top 4. Jordan and Russell will go at it side by side for 3rd and 4th. This is just for better starting spots in tonight's main event by what is going to be 2 rows. Here comes a battle on for the race lead. You'll start position 1 or position 5 in tonight's dash because the top 2 will go through. And at the moment, it's still Bo Oldfield leading the way at the cross flag. The cross flags will come out halfway stage of this one. Heat race number 1, 5 down, 5 to run. Oldfield, still your race leader from Hutchison. Hutchison now gets a run down to the inside. Now he's going to have an opportunity to get clear of Oldfield. That it does. Runs a slot line into 3 and 4. Oldfield comes back at him. He's got him by a front bumper, and that's all that separates 1st and 2nd at the moment. Meanwhile, Russell gotten by Shannon Jordan for 3rd position. But again, we still watch this battle on for the top 2 positions. And as these 2 guys, Hutchison and Oldfield, continue to go at it and throw sliders, in comes the 27 car and the 10 car of Shannon Jordan. You've now got a 3-way battle for the race lead. I thought Russell may have tried to go and split him. Oh, Oldfield has to back out of it. He tried to keep the foot in the throttle. Now here comes Jaden Russell to the inside. Slide jump for the race lead. Now we're near with definitely side by side for 2nd and 3rd position. Oldfield, oh boy, big mistake there from Oldfield. Move Jordan up to position number 3. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go. Heat race number 1, Hutchison, Russell. Down into 3 and 4 we go. Russell going to try the inside, but no, not going to have enough. Checkered flag is out. Hutchison will get the win in heat race number 1 from Jaden Russell in 2nd. 3rd will go to Shannon Jordan. 4th will be Bo Oldfield. Fifth on pole of the B main is Jason Burke, Nick Ryan, Cody Gay, and Alan Cleary for the drivers in heat race number 1. Let's take a look at your official results coming up right now. Here it is. Riley Hutchison gets the win over Jaden Russell in second. Shannon Jordan third. Bo Oldfield fourth. Those 4 drivers locking into the show directly. Burke, Ryan, Gay, Cleary off to your B main. They go as heat race number 2 is upon us. It's going to be the 029 car of Lyle Fisher. He'll line up on pole position to the outside of the front row. The 5 of Jonah Blackburn from position number 2. Kyle Fisher rolls off the 32 car from position number 3. The 92 of Lachlan Wall lines up at a position number 4. Aidan Gardner will pull at the 36 machine to the 5th starting position to the outside. The 12 of Jason Crawford lines up at a position number 6. And again, your 4th and final row, the 56 entry of Cooper Croker lines up at a position number 7. And speaking of 7s, in the 7 car, Dale Rowlands lines up at a position number 8. So ready for a start here in heat race number 2. They'll get the 1 to green signal right now. Field is set. Lyle Fisher looking to probably right a wrong that was last week at USA. Put himself on the front 2 rows of the feature event last week, but unfortunately, I don't think he completed a lap in the main event. All right, here we go. Heat 2, Lyle Fisher, Jonah Blackburn will bring us off turn number 4 once they get roughly to about where that orange U-tire is on the infield. There is green flag and racing. We're underway. Kyle Fisher got a good start as well. He'll slide it up in front of Jonah Blackburn in turns number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Lachlan Moore, Aidan Gardner, Cooper Croker will go at it for 4th, 5th and 6th position. Meanwhile, Lyle Fisher leads Kyle Fisher. And the Fisher boys looking to put themselves into the dash. Blackburn looking to transfer directly into the show along with Lachlan Wall. Croker, meanwhile, going to battle with Gardner there for positions 5 and 6. Just another lap into the books here at the Lucas Oil Speedway for round number 8 of the Late Model Racing Tasmanian Pro Late Model Series Racer Industries, thanks to JSI Sim Sports. Go back and watch Cooper Croker trying to run down the 92 car of Lachlan War. Again, 4th and 5th position on screen at the moment. Lyle Fisher about half a second lead. Kyle Fisher trying to cut that down to a little over 4/10 of a second, but not going to happen just yet. Kyle Fisher still trying to run down Lyle Fisher for the race lead. Jonah Blackburn solid in 3rd position right there in the blue and green and black number 5 car. Here comes Cooper Croker closing in on Lachlan Ward down the front straightaway. And just like that, we are past half race distance here with 4 laps left to run of this 10 lap second heat race of the evening. Lachlan Ward trying to run the slider line. Got to try and get Cooper Croker out of sync to try and stop him from making the move, although that's not going to stop him there from Cooper Croker. Goes to the inside. Here comes Lachlan War with 3 to run. Lachlan War will slide it up again, now leaving the door open for Cooper Croker. Boy, I tell you what, good racing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Croker, well, he doesn't slide all the way up, but he will pull the slide job there on Lachlan War, and Lachlan War going to come back at him now. Down into 1 and 2 they go. The battle on for the final transfer spot is hot and heavy right now. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go for Lyle Fisher. No, not just yet. Dale Rowlands in the 7 car. Just stopped high on the racetrack on the exit of turn 4. Just got caught somewhat in that concrete wall. And before they could get that, before he can get that car back to the pits, and before they could get to the white flag, we send it to overtime. So overtime looms. And when you thought Lyle Fisher was looking the goods, here in heat race number 2, not the case. So again, they're going to get re-racked, restacked. Lot them up, Joe. Rack them and stack them. Safety car is off. Coming back to the green, Lyle Fisher. 2-lap sprint to the end. Lyle Fisher gets to roughly about that orange U tied to the infield. And he'll send him off down into turn number 1 and 2. Kyle Fisher still runs in the second position. Then Jonah Blackburn, Cooper Croker in third and fourth position. White flag will come out this time. 1 lap left to run here at Lucas Oil Speedway. And it's still Lyle Fisher from Kyle Fisher. Top 2 looking to move into tonight's dash. Everybody else will go through. Third and fourth will go through. Oh, Lachlan Waugh through the move there on Cooper Croker. Croker seen it coming. And just like that, we are done. Heat race number 2. Lyle Fisher gets the win over Kyle Fisher in second. Jonah Blackburn third. Cooper Croker fourth. Lachlan Waugh rounds out your top 5. Jason Crawford home in 6th position. Aidan Gardner 7th. And Dale Rowlands in 8th. 3 laps down for drivers in heat race number 2. Heat number 3 lining up like this on the pole position will be the 5 car of Rowan Jones. And on his outside, in car number 15, Jacob Croker lines up at a position number 2. We go to the second row inside from position number 3 with the 18 car of Cohen O'Toole to the outside in the 27 car. That is Riley Stewart from position number 4. Your 5th starter in car number 11 will be the points leader of Harry Stewart. He'll start from position 5 in car number 11 to the outside. Brendan Randall in car number 93 lines up at a position number 6. And once again, your 4th and final row in car 47 from position number 7. That is Dylan Price. And if he is in, ready to go racing, driving the WA1 car, it is Corey Borden scheduled to line up at a position number 8. But looks like, as you can see there, our 7 starters ready to roll away from the front straight away. They are in gear. They're ready to go, and they'll wait for the racing.com official pace truck to move away, and that it does so. So 7 cars, Corey Borden missing out. I believe there was a headset issue there for Corey Borden. All right, heat race number 3. Well and truly upon us right now. Penultimate heat race of the evening. Hey, Senior. How are you, buddy? All right, we'll see the drivers enter turns 1 and 2 here. iRacing.com safety car is already off the racing surface, ready to come back. Racing here in what is heat race number 3. Rowan Jones, Jacob Croker, Cohen O'Toole, Riley Stewart, Harry Stewart, Brendan Randall, and Dylan Price. 10 laps on the board. The late model racing Tasmania Racer Industries heat race number 3 here at Lucas Oil is green. Croker fends off the early challenge there from the 18 car of Cohen O'Toole. Now it's the battle of the Stewarts for that 4th and final transfer position. Harry to the inside of Riley. They work it down into turns number 1 and 2, and Harry Stewart has got 4th, but he's not content with that just yet. He wants to get 3rd, and I'm sure he'd love to put that 11 car into the dashes. Riley Stewart gives a little nudge as he tried to get a run on the outside, so Riley Stewart backed out of it, and just a slight little nudge to the back of the 11 car, but no harm, no foul. On that 27K, he's got Brendan Randall all over the back of him. And speaking of all over the back, Harry Stewart now ducks down to the inside on both Cohen O'Toole and Jacob Croker. O'Toole gets 3rd back at the end of turns 3, but who will it be off turn number 4? O'Toole just dipped that right rear pretty much off the ledge of the racetrack in turns 4 and lost a little bit of ground as here comes Harry Stewart now. Stewart comes up in front of the 18 cars. They worked into turns 3. O'Toole off the racing surface again. Here goes Riley Stewart, but the battle is on for that final spot in the dash. Harry Stewart's got it from Jacob Croker. And no matter where the kid starts, he somehow finds a way to drive to the front. He certainly caught the tie, and let me tell you, they do not move. How much damage does the 11 car got? Well, we'll see if the 15 can capitalise. Battle on for the final transfer spot. O'Toole, that's Cohen O'Toole in the 18 car, holding on to position number 4 for the moment. Rowan Jones with a clean set of tyres on that 33, on the 5 car, I should say. Out in front with 2 laps left to run here off turn number 4. And Jones in the 5 is trying to drive away from the 11 of Harry Stewart. Here comes O'Toole now on Croker down into turns 1 and 2. Here comes Riley Stewart, nearly 3 wide. Riley Stewart looking to go from 5th to 3rd in the space of half a lap. And that he does so. Can he get it at the line? Yes, he can. White flag is out, 1 lap left to go. O'Toole with a slider on Stewart. Down the back straightaway for the final time into 3 and 4. Stewart comes back at him. Rowan Jones wins. 2nd will go to Harry Stewart. 3rd will be Riley Stewart. 4th will be Cohen O'Toole. 5th is going to be Jacob Croker. Dylan Price home in 6th, and Brendan Randall home in position number 7. Probably the heat race of the night so far. Heat 3 results coming up on screen. Rowan Jones confirmed your victor in Heat 3. Harry Stewart 2nd. Riley Stewart 3rd. Cohen O'Toole 4th. Jacob Croker rounds out your top 5. Dylan Price 6th. Brendan Randall in 7th. And we know Corey Borden did not take to the racing surface in Heat race number 3. Heat number 4 lining up like this on the pole position in car 55. That'll be Jack Murphy. Into the outside of the front row. The 25 car of Nash Granger lines up at a position number 2. Daniel Boyd rolls up the 79 machine from position number 3 from 4 in car 21. That is Kyle Collins. Alex Gavee in the 32 car lines up at a position number 5 in the 26 car for Wyobi Sim Racing. It is Sean Stevens will start position number 6. And all the back by himself in car number 18 from position number 7. That is Daniel Nickel. So Heat 4 before we move into what will be, or what should be. In fact, we had 31. We've got 16 going to the show. We're more than likely going to have a 14 or 15 car B main, depending if Corey Borden is able to get himself situated in behind that number 7 car. To whether we again. And that will be 12 laps in distance with the top 8 going through. Anyhow, before we get to the B main, we've got to find another 4 to the show in heat race number 4. We're green, Jack Murphy, Nash Granger. Granger trying to send it deep into turns 1 and 2 on the top side of the racetrack, but Jack Murphy's got the bottom glued through turns 1 and 2. Starting to notice the driver starting to move around on the racetrack a little bit more from what we've seen in the opening couple of heat races of the night. Daniel Boyd in 3rd position in that 79 car. Kyle Collins in the 21. Got that 4th and final transfer position. He's got the bubble, but Sean Stevens for Wyobi Sim Racing certainly wants to put that 26 into the show and not have to come from position 4 in the B main. Well, here we go. Battle on for the transfer position. Daniel Boyd, Kyle Collins. Boyd to the outside in the 79 car. Collins to the inside. Too close to call. I'm going to call that one a dead heat, or if anything, a few 1,000ths of a second between Collins and Boyd as they work it down into 3 and 4. Boyd trying to close the gore, trying to squeeze. Oh, Stevens goes around. We'll go yellow. That we do. And I think it was Gavia who tagged the back of him. Take a look at the instant replay here on screen. So keep an eye on the 32 to the very right of your screen and the 26 on your screen right now. Yeah, it just got in a little too hot and made the initial contact, sending the 26 car around. So Gavia will go to the back of the bus. So they'll let the iRacing.com official pace truck move on by. All right, ready for a restart off turn 4, the following lap. As the lights will go up, the safety car will take the right-hand turn off the racetrack. Delaware double file restart for those playing at home. If you're unsure what that is, well, quite simple. Race leader has the entire front row to themselves. Second place car will choose inside or outside. Third place car will obviously have to choose the opposite of what second place is chosen. It certainly changes things up for what is the third and fourth row. But here we go. Everybody trying to time the restart at the 55 car of Jack Murphy. He's the one that controls the restart. And Ash Granger getting a little tight there on the bottom side through turn number 1 and 2. That'll allow Daniel Boyd to move to the outside. So maybe Granger going to get bitten there with the wrong lane choice here on that Delaware double file restart. Boyd found himself in second position. He was running in third for most of the race. There's Kyle Collins in that fourth and final transfer spot. He's got Gavir in the 32 car trying to close in, but we watch. Speaking of closing in, here comes Nash Granger closing in on the 79 of Daniel Boyd into turn number 1 and 2. There's nothing in it. There was half a car length between it, but now Boyd gets clear of a car length down into turns 3 and just 2 laps left to run. Here in what is the fourth and final heat race of the night, we'll have a B main followed by an 8-car, 8-lap dash, and then our 40-lap A main event still to come here from Lucas Oil Speedway for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series. Granger just catching a little piece of the right rear quarter panel there, and Daniel Boyd as they come to the white flag. 1 to go. Boyd, Granger, they're going to get stuck on one another. Well, we know Jack Murphy's going to win heat race number 4. Who's it going to be? Granger on the outside has got it. He has stolen for us. He's stolen second. He took second away in turns 4. So I think our B main cars are coming up next. Heat race number 4. Results on screen. Jack Murphy, Nash Granger to the dash. Daniel Boyd, Kyle Collins to a dash. Gavia, Nickel and Stevens to our B main. Speaking of E-mains, up it is right now on the pole position with the 74 car of Jason Burke to the outside of the front row. The 92 of Lachlan Wall from position number 2. Position number 3 with the 15 car of Jacob Croker to the outside from 4, the 32 entry of Alex Gavia. Position number 5 in the 2L machine, that'll be Nick Ryan to the outside. In car 12, Jason Crawford from position number 6. Position number 7 in car 47, Dylan Price. From position number 8 in car number 18, Daniel Nickel. From position number 9 in car 92, Cody Gay. From position number 10, car 36 of Aidan Gardner. From position number 11 in car 93, Brendan Randall. From 12 in car 26, that is Sean Stevens. And your 7th and final row, Alan Cleary in car 21 lines up at a position number 13. And Dale Rollins in car number 7 lines up at a position number 14. Quite simple, 12 laps, top 8 transferred to the show. 9th on back, 9 through to 14 will not make any appearance in the A main. And for the rest of the big ticket, of course, Late Model Racing Tasmania, Racer Industries, MPI, MFD Linehaul, Cool Drive Auto Parts, Crawford Designs, and all the guys at JSI. Here we go. B-Main is out. Lachlan Ward driving around the outside of the 74 car of Jason Burke. Here comes Nick Ryan trying to throw some Hail Mary moves into turns 3 and 4. Crawford had to back out of it. Oh boy, 1 car, Daniel Nickel in the 18 car. Well, talk about taking a ride. Took one hell of a ride. So watch the black, yellow, and blue 18 car. That's not going to show it on screen. Oh boy, nearly taking out our camera there in turns 1. Just watch it here. Just Aidan Gardner. Just tagged it. Got hooked on that rear bumper. And Nickel hard into the crete. Probably going to need a few nickels to get that car repaired. Anyhow, lights are out. Safety car will take a right-hand turn into the pits. There it is. Goes off the racing surface. Delaware double file restart is upon us once again. Lachlan Moore, your race leader, 2 down, 10 to run, so a heat race distance away. We only had to add an extra 2 laps. Jason Crawford, Alex Gavia on that second row. So a pair of JSI Sim Sports cars in row 2. Here goes Nick Ryan to the inside, nearly going to make it 3 wide. Jason Burke backed out of it in the 74 car. Ryan running the low side through 3 and 4. Now here comes Jason Burke again, trying to send it upstairs. 3 wide. To the middle goes Jacob Croker. Sean Stevens there to the very low side. Just couldn't quite get the run. Here comes a 12 of Jason Crawford. Goes to work with Aiden Gardner. Side by side for 7th and 8th position. Then you got Alan Cleary, Cody Gay. It's Gay in front of Cleary. Here comes the 92 of Cody Gay. Now looking to get a run on the 36 entry of Aiden Gardner. Can he get that pass? Stevens trying to make the bottom side work there. Down into turns 3 there on the 74 entry of Jason Burke. Meanwhile, Nick Ryan trying to come up to second place right now. 3 wide. No, not quite. But yeah, we'll go 3 wide just now. It's back to 2 wide. And now they get themselves singled out. 7 down at the start-finish line. 5 to go for your race leader, Lachlan Moore. A 1.5 second lead for the 92 car. Gavia makes a mistake. Oh, Stevens got a little tight. Got up into the side of Jason Burke in the 74 car. And now Burke, who started on pole, he's on the verge of not making the show. He's got some company with Cody Gay coming down to the inside. 3 wide. Oh, poor old Jason Burke. Alan Cleary goes around. He had nothing to do with that one, Cleary. And it was just a case of hard racing down into turns 3. Although, from first glance and without taking a look at the replay, it almost looked like that it was Cody Gay just got up into the side of Jason Burke. But again, that is not what, that's not exactly what happened without looking at a replay. That is just what I remember from what we'd seen on our screens. Anyhow, we let race control deal with that situation. Dale Rowland's back to the pits. Alan Cleary still rolling around. Daniel Nicol, of course, out of the event. So 12 cars still circulating. And just 3 laps left to run here in this B main. Didn't realize my phone was on loud. All right, light should go out on the safety car, the racing.com official pace vehicle, pace truck, pace ute, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's a pace car. It's off the racing surface right now. So again, our Delaware double file restart. Lachlan Moore in the 92 car had a 1.5 second advantage. And with 3 to run, that gets taken away. Does Ryan or Gavia have anything for the 92 car? Back to green we go. Off turn number 4 and Lachlan Moore. Boy, I tell you what, he got a good start catching everybody napping there. Although he runs off the racetrack there in turn number 1 and 2. And that's going to, of course, allow Nick Ryan to move up to that second position and move up to the back of that 92 car, but there's only just 2 laps left to run. Now Nick Ryan going to send it deep down into turn number 1 and 2. Look for that race lead. No, Lachlan Moore has it at the moment. Meanwhile, Gavia and Croker go at it for positions number 3 and 4. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go. Oh boy, Dylan Price, Aiden Gardner coming together. They're Aiden Gardner and Dylan Price go at it for what is 8th and 9th position. But it's not going to matter for one of those drivers because off turn 4, the checkered flag is out. Lachlan Moore will win. Your B main from Nick Ryan in second. Third will go to Jacob Croker, Alex Gavia 4, Sean Stevens in 5th, Jason Crawford 6th, Cody Gay 7th, and getting that 8th and final transfer position will be Aiden Gardner. Alan Cleary home in 9th, Brendan Randall in 10th. Dylan Price 11th, Jason Burke 12th, Dale Rowlands in 13th, and Daniel Nicol rounds out the 14 cars that took to the racetrack to the Lucas Oil Speedway for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series. Our scheduled warm-up session is going to be for our dash cars. They're going to make their way onto the racing surface here on off turn 2, just to the right of your screen. You'll see those cars come out, as there is our official B main results. Lachlan Moore, Nick Ryan, Jacob Croker, Alex Gavia, Sean Stevens, your top 5 locking into the show, along with Jason Crawford, Cody Gay, and Aidan Gardner gets the top 8. Alan Cleary and Brendan Randall unfortunately miss out in 9th and 10th position. Dylan Price going to miss out as well, obviously being charged with a post-race penalty for that one in the 47 car, so he'll come home in position number 11. Jason Burke 12th, Dale Rollins 13th, and Daniel Nicol in position at number 14. So as we look at our dash cars, we look at the 2 car of Riley Hutchison on pole position to the outside of the front row, with the 029 car of Lyle Fisher. Rowan Jones in the 5 from 3. The 55 of Jack Murphy from 4. From 5 with the 27 car of Jaden Russell. Kyle Fisher in the 32 from 6. Harry Stewart in the 11 from 7. And the 25 of Nash Granger from position number 8 is now our cars rolling away. So they will not be going green this time by. They will get a 1 to green signal right now. 8 laps. And the way they finish is the way they start tonight's 40-lap journey around the Lucas Oil Speedway. For the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series, 3rd last round of the series. Next week, round number 9, penultimate round, and then round number 10, of course, to wrap up this 10-week, 2.5-month series. Looking forward to having your company here on Ultimate Dirt TV over the next couple of weeks. Here we go. Dash is green. And we're underway. Riley Hutchison and Lyle Fisher down into turn number 1. Lyle Fisher around the outside. Jones trying to make it work on the inside. Jones coming after Hutchison, but Hutchison now coming back. And Lyle Fisher, like what he did last week at USA. Boy, I tell you what, that 029 car, he's gained so much speed over the past month or so, and he's really been put to work in that 029 car. Jones goes on by, runs the slider line into turns 3 on Riley Hutchison. Here comes Murphy trying to come back after Rowan Jones as Riley Hutchison throws a slider on Rowan Jones. Good racing for 2nd, 3rd and 4th position, because here comes Stewart on the inside of Jaden Russell. But watching Rowan Jones, Riley Hutchison, Jack Murphy, Jaden Russell, Kyle Fisher, Harry Stewart, 3 wide there on the exit of turn number 2. Oh yeah, how do you like this one? Lucas Oil putting on a bit of a ding-dong. Crossflag sticks around 4 down and 4 to run. And it is all Lyle Fisher out in front. Rowan Jones 2nd. Riley Hutchison 3rd. Jack Murphy 4th. Jaden Russell 5th for the moment. Here comes Stewart. That's Harry Stewart on the inside. And Stewart gets driven around by the 32 of Kyle Fisher. Nash Granger. And I think there's only 2 laps left to run. This could be the white flag. I'm hoping my math is correct on that one. We're going to call it as the white flag. We'll just see what happens here. Murphy a little bit off the racing surface in turn number 1 and 2, but off turn 4. Lyle Fish from the 029 car. Gee, he was phenomenal. Oh boy, Russell and Murphy come together. And that was not the white flag. That was not the checker. That was the white. So dramas late as they come to the white. Lyle Fisher off turn 4. Now should back it down, the 029 car. Gets the win over Rowan Jones, and then Riley Hutchison in 2nd. Rowan Jones 2nd, Riley Hutchison 3rd. Lyle Fisher to the front. And it looks like the 11 of Harry Stewart in 4th. 32 car of Kyle Fisher in 5th. So there is Lyle Fisher with the win. Rowan Jones 2nd. Riley Hutchison 3rd. Harry Stewart 4th. 5th is going to be, looks like it's going to be Nash Granger ahead of Okay, all right. Oh boy, those last handful of spots. So here's something to note too. Harry Stewart, although he finished 4th in that dash, I wonder if he's playing possum a little bit, because in that warm-up session, what he'd just done, he was out of those 8 cars. He'd actually turned the slowest lap of those 8 cars in the dash. So what that means, you can see the cars coming on the racing surface right now, which means we will take a little interval. Again, not sure. These drivers may get about 1 to 2 minutes of warm-up session here to later ways to the Lucas Oil Speedway. This track, again, 3/8 of a mile in distance, the exact same length as Lydia National Speedway. But earlier on this season, it was Harry Stewart who got the win in that one. I want to say Riley Hutchison finished second, or Riley Stewart in second, and then it was Jaden Russell who got that third and final podium position in that particular round. So we know Jaden Russell has put himself in a good opportunity, good position. He'll start inside the first 4 rows. From my calculations, he could be starting either 6th or 7th in tonight's feature event. And speaking of feature events, our warm-up session is done. The checkered flag has been thrown, which means we are ready to go racing here from the Lucas Oil Speedway for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series, the 8th round of this series, round 8 of 10. Going to wait for the cars to hit the racing surface before we take a look right now at your starting lineup. On the pole position with the 029 car of Lyle Fisher. Now, just to keep in mind, for those playing at home, the first 4 rows of your first 8 cars that you will see will be in the incorrect order due to we run the dash in the warm-up session. So Lyle Fisher will start on pole. Rowan Jones lines up at a position number 2. The 2 car of Riley Hutchison rolls off at a position number 3. The 11 of Harry Stewart from position number 4. Nash Granger in the 25 will roll off out of position number 5. From 6, it should be the 27 car of Jaden Russell. From 7 will be the 32 car of Kyle Fisher. And from 8 will be the 55 of Jack Murphy. However, from here on back, from 9 through to 24 is going to be correct. Shannon Jordan out of position number 9. From 10, it's Jonah Blackburn. From position number 11, it's Riley Stewart. From 12, the 79 of Daniel Boyd. From position number 13, the 11 of Bo Oldfield. From 14, the 56 of Cooper Croker. From 15, the 18 of Cohen O'Toole. From 16, the 21 of Kyle Collins. Your B main winner, Lachlan Moore, out of 17. Out of 18, Nick Ryan in the 2L. From 19, the 15 of Cooper Croker. From 20, the 32 of Alex Gavia. From position number 21, the 26 of Sean Stevens. From 22, the 12 of Jason Crawford. And your 12th and final row, Cody Gay in the 92 lines up at a position number 23. And from position number 24, car number 36 of Aidan Gardner. Well, we know Lyle Fisher is on pole of this 40-lap journey. But before we set these drivers loose, the 40 laps around Lucas Oil Speedway, a regular occurrence with JSI Sim Sports. They'll come off turn 2. And they will be told to go 4 wide. No better sight in all the motorsports. Let's go, boys. First row split apart. Second row through the center. Third row split apart. Row 4 through the center. You know how it's done. How about this one? Ladies and gentlemen, of turn number 4. They might not be able to hear you, but if you want to bang your hands together, you can. If not, well, tip of the cap to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries, round number 8 of 10. The Pro Late Models presented by JSI Sim Sports. They are 4 wide here at Lucas Oil Speedway. You know they're saying yippee-ki-yay. 24 ground pounding Pro Late Models. They will hold it off turn 4 once again. Once they get into turns 1 and 2, they will be told, yeah, you know what, boys, you can split apart. We will go racing here in a few moments' time. You can pretty much consider that 2 to green. Yes, we're still going to be 4 wide, but here we go. They'll break away behind the iRacing.com safety car. Then they'll roll back up into rows of 2 by 2, and that's exactly what happens right now. So our 24 starters, they know where they have to be. They get in line, and we go racing off turn number 4. Who will take out the 8th round of the series? Can Harry Stewart get win number 7? Can Riley Hutchison get win number 2? Or can one of the other 22 drivers, can they be the surprise packet? Can they salute us in victory lane? Let's find out. The racing.com official pace track is off the raceway. Lyle Fisher, Rowan Jones, Riley Hutchison, Harry Stewart. So our 2 feature winners come from the second row. Granger, Kyle Fisher, Jaden Russell, Jack Murphy. Ladies and gentlemen, your late model racing Tasmania Pro Late Model Race Industries, we are green. Let's get naughty for 40 here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, and it's going to be off turn number 2. Jones back down to the inside, but Lyle Fisher's got the race lead. Although the big slider comes out from Rowan Jones. Here comes Fisher back to the inside. Lyle Fisher will lead lap number 1. Riley Hutchison working down to the inside along with Harry Stewart, 3 wide for the race lead, if you don't mind. Oh boy, Hutchison and Jones can't have a bit of a coming together there on the exit, on the entry I should say, into turn number 3. And Jones, that nearly got all sorts of sideways for him. And that could have been a real disastrous move as Harry Stewart now makes his intentions clear on the low side as they went 3 wide down the back straight away. And again, Stewart goes from the bottom to the top. We go 3 wide. Jones trying to shut the door on Riley Hutchison. He'll throw the slider on Harry Stewart. 3 wide again, so 3 wide for an entire lap. What more could you want here at Lucas Oil Speedway? Stewart and Jones go at it with Riley Hutchison still working down to the inside. Hutchison still trying to make that bottom side work. 3 wide again here on the exit of turn number 2, I should say. And Riley Hutchison does not want to give up that low side. Boy, I tell you what, Stewart and Jones may use up their equipment just trying to run those sliders. Stewart finding a line through the middle. Jones finding a lane upstairs. But it's all Riley Hutchison down low. But at the moment, in the first 6 laps of this feature event, they've got absolutely Buckleys at the minute to try and catch Lyle Fisher in that 029 car. Gee, talk about an underdog story. Gee, you'd love to see that 029 to go to victory lane, but you know there is another long 33 laps ahead of us, and anything is possible. Oldfield in the 11 car going to work on Riley Stewart. Jack Murphy has got Nash Granger now to the outside. Boy, I tell you, those 2 drivers were in the dash. They've just slipped back just about a row or 2 as they fight inside the top 10. Murphy gets on by Riley Stewart now. Speaking of Evans, run on the low side. Bo Oldfield gets clear of Shannon Jordan. Remember, Shannon Jordan picked up a podium last week at USA International Speedway. Russell with the inside move back there on Bo Oldfield. Oldfield making it work all over the raceway here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Just like that, off turn 4, your race leader, Lyle Fisher. We'll see 10 down and 30 to go. Murphy, O'Toole side by side for what is positions number 10 and 11. O'Toole nearly into the side of Jack Murphy in the middle of turn number 1 and 2 is Nash Granger. Once again trying to move back into that top 10, just slipped outside of it for the moment. Back there in 12th position is that Q25 car. O'Toole again into the side of Jack Murphy, just a little deep. There was the 18 car as Murphy now tries to put an assault and an attack on the 10 car of Shannon Jordan. Gee, talk about making some headway right now as the 11 car of Bo Oldfield just drives around the outside of the 27 car of Jaden Russell. Oldfield has moved to position number 6. It's the battle of the 27s. Oh boy, Riley Stewart with a nice little hip and shoulder there. And probably not nice if you're Jaden Russell right there. Hutchison trying to move to the inside there on Riley Hutchison as Harry Stewart, your new race leader. One can only assume that Riley Hutchison slipped off the edge of the raceway. Now going back to work into turns 3 and 4 upstairs is Harry Stewart, Riley Hutchison and Lyle Fisher. I should say Lyle Fisher and then Riley Hutchison. Gee, that 029 car was super speedy in the opening 10 laps of this feature event, but now He's going to try and run down one of the best in the business of Harry Stewart, and we are yellow. Jaden Russell in the 27 car. Let's take a look at an instant replay. And oh, that car did not want to turn. So front end problems for the 27 car. One could only assume it maybe started maybe when Riley Stewart got into him. And then again, Carl Collins just trying to race for room there. Russell sort of came off the raceway, but again, didn't look like any malice about that 27 car. Trying to get some repairs done, but looks like it's going to be a long night at the office for the 27 car. Speaking of long nights, it could be a long night for everybody else, because once again, a familiar sight this season is that 11 car out in front, looking for feature win number 7 of 8. His other time was a second place, and that was at Eldora Speedway. I want to say 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 at most, where Riley Hutchison was the victor that night. But Harry Stewart, mind you, did have to come from position number 24 in that feature event, and obviously took the option to go to the tail end of the field, trying to change it up just a little bit. Here we go, we're back underway. A main time is once again green. Oh boy, 3 wide. Lyle and Kyle Fisher. They split the inside and outside of that B5 car of Rowan Jones, and Lyle Fisher off the racetrack. Here comes Riley Stewart down to the inside as Jones nearly got hooked to the rear bumper of the 32 car of Kyle Fisher. Stewart and Jones side by side. Jones trying to drive him down the racetrack. Stewart trying to force him up as here comes Lyle Fisher. Oh boy, Lyle Fisher hard into the concrete wall. We could be going yellow here in a moment. There it is. Yellow flag will come out. 2 laps short of halfway. And again, much like USA last week, this 029 car had some serious speed. We'll let you be the judge of that one. So Lyle Fisher unfortunately finishes back in the pit area, which will of course send us back to a Delaware double file restart. Lights are out, back to the green off turn 4. Not quite, they're just going to extend the pace laps here. So it's actually scoring Riley Stewart a lap down. Looks like Riley Stewart has been sent to the tail end of the field. Race control team in the 27 to be the primary cause of that one. But looks like he will be still on the lead lap. Just got a whole lot of work to do, does that 27 car. Harry Stewart, Riley Hutchison and Kyle Fisher. Rowan Jones, Cohen O'Toole. That's your top 5. Bo Oldfield, Jack Murphy, your top 7. Back to the green we go. Shannon Jordan, Nash Granger and Cooper Croker. That will be your top 10 there on the restart. O'Toole trying to send it upstairs. He had to back out of it as Kyle Fisher was coming up. Now again, watch Bo Oldfield in that 11 car. So watch these 11 car. Gee, they are lightning quick. Here at Lucas Oil Speedway, Fisher, that's Kyle Fisher nearly getting into the rear bumper of that 5 car of Rowan Jones. Cohen O'Toole again, still making a work upstairs, although gets off the edge of the racetrack. Nash Granger now 3 wide, as they still go 3 wide behind Nash Granger now. Jack Murphy had to check up to not get into the back of the 11 car of Bo Oldfield. O'Toole again sweeping back to the outside, down into 3 and 4 we go. Battle is on for the race lead. Stewart protects that inside line. Riley Hutchison trying to keep those right side tyres in the moisture with a run down the back. Straight away, Stewart comes up. Gee, Stewart, that could have been disastrous. Riley Hutchison did back out of it. Now Stewart, he opts to go upstairs. Just tapping the brakes down into turn number 1 was Riley Hutchison side by side for the race lead, but Harry Stewart too good on the top. He carried a whole lot of speed and momentum, and now Hutchison goes back to work on the 11 car. Slide job incoming, is it? No, he's gonna keep those left side tyres, and now all 4 tyres down in the moisture. But it's that run off turn number 2 that is just too good for the 11 car. 25 down and 15 to go. Maybe a slide job is needed. Although Stewart runs 1 lane off the top side, goes to the middle, and now Riley Hutchison with a run on the outside. Battle is on for the race lead. Slide job again by Harry Stewart. Off the right side, ties off the edge of the racetrack. Riley Hutchison will lead what is lap number 26. Now stays to the low side. Stewart, again, those right side tyres just going off the edge of the racetrack. Yellow is out, and that is huge because Hutchison, he had the lead at the start-finish line before we went yellow. So Riley Hutchison with a break. Jonah Blackburn, unfortunately. Kyle Collins, the 2 drivers involved in that one. And Riley Hutchison with the race lead with 13 to go. Yes, you might wonder, well, what does it say 14? Well, it's simple. Once we go back to green, that goes from 14 to 13. Very simple mathematic equation. Lap 27, our lap timing and scoring has frozen. And once we go back green, once they come past the start-finish line, we start our 28th lap, which means 27 down, 13 to go. Again, our 2 feature winners so far this season, putting on an absolute spectacle here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Not to say the other 22 drivers haven't put on a show, because it takes an army of men to put on these shows. And we're so very thankful to bring you all the coverage here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series at Lucas Oil Speedway, presented by JSI Sim Sports. Get a big ticket, of course, Cool Drive Automotive, MPI, MFD Linehaul, and Crawford Designs. And we can't forget, of course, Racer Industries and Late Model Racing Tasmania for their support for season number 2 with the JSI Sim Sports. Real life racing getting set to pick up in about a month's time, or a little over, about 4 to 5 weeks' time. But we'll get ready to go back green virtually here at Lucas Oil Speedway. And well, Riley Hutchison, now Harry Stewart, for something that he's only done once this season, is try and run down your race leader, Rowan Jones, in second, and make that 3rd position, running back behind the 11 car of Harry Stewart. Carl Fisher trying to put the moves there on the 18 of Colin O'Toole. And I'm going to say Colin O'Toole, super impressed with that 18 car. Stewart off the racetrack, off the banking once again. Rowan Jones now moves to 2nd position, runs the slider line. Stewart back to the inside. Stewart's got him by half a car length. We're now less than a B-main distance away. Can Colin O'Toole play spoiler to either Harry Stewart or Rowan Jones? 10 to run. We are 1/4 of the way left in this feature event. 3/4 of the race is complete. And Riley Hutchison looking to go to victory lane for a 2nd time this season, and would actually be the first time where Harry Stewart didn't actually go to the rear. So this one would well and truly be earned. Jones and Stewart still going at it side by side. Off turn 4 there on the previous turn. Bo Oldfield trying to run the low side there with Carl Fisher on the bottom. And then Colin O'Toole on the top of the racetrack. O'Toole, Fisher, Oldfield, Granger, Jordan, Riley Stewart back to position number 9 as he gets around the outside of the 56 car of Cooper Croker. Gee, we are closing in with 7 to run. And a 1.9 second lead. It's down to 1.8. Down to 1.6. Oh boy, O'Toole into the side of Jones. Look at that gap. It goes up, back up to nearly 2 seconds. O'Toole right across the nose of the 5 car of Jones off turn number 4. Jones back to the inside. Closing in now with 5 to run, next time by 3 wide for the final spot on the podium. Jones, O'Toole and Kyle Fisher. Kyle Fisher and Colin O'Toole trying to throw 2 slide jobs in the one there, and Rowan Jones. Oh boy, it's heating up right now. We do not need a yellow. Riley Hutchison does not want the yellow. Boys, keep it off one another. 4 to run. And a near 2-second lead for Riley Hutchison. Time is starting to run out for the 11 car of Harry Stewart. 3 wide again, Bo Oldfield, Carl Fisher and Cohen O'Toole. Battling for 4th, 5th and 6th position. Harry Stewart still not able to close in on Riley Hutchison. Speaking of Riley Stewart from the back of the bus. And he's found his way inside the top 10, nearly battling for a top 5. Gee whiz, what a battle this is here on back. Bo Oldfield going to throw it deep and splits the gap there of the Carl Fisher and Cohen O'Toole. 3 wide again here on the exit of turn number 2. But will this matter? Will your race leader get to the start-finish line? He's already got it. White flag is out. Does not matter what happens from here on out. Driving down the back straight away for the final time. The late model racing Tasmania Racer Industries here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Run number 8 goes to Riley Hutchison. And a dominating victory. Second will go to Harry Stewart. Rowan Jones third. What a way for Riley Hutchison to bag his second feature win of the season. Gee, that 2L car was lightning quick here tonight. Let's take a look at your full field rundown. Riley Hutchison gets the win over Harry Stewart in second. Rowan Jones third. Kyle Fisher fourth. Cohen O'Toole rounds out your top 5. Riley Stewart in 6th, Jacob Croker 7, Nash Granger 8, Daniel Boyd 9th, and Jason Crawford going to round out your top 10. Aidan Gardner home in position number 11, 12th to be Lachlan Moore, Nick Ryan in 13th, and the last car on the lead lap. 1 lap down goes to 4 cars, Bo Oldfield, Shannon Jordan, Sean Stevens, and Jack Murphy will go from 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. Cooper Croker 3 laps down in 18th, Alex Gavia 19th, Kyle Collins. Rounds out your top 20 in your final 4 cars. Jonah Blackburn, Lyle Fisher, Jaden Russell, and Cody Gay. Boy, what a way for this man to come back to victory lane for the second time this season. And gee, wasn't this one earned? Nobody can take it away from him. So we're going to wait for our top 3 to find their way into where we need to be. But now let's go back. Let's take a look at third place finisher here tonight in the number 5 car. It is Rowan Jones. Rowan, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight. Boy, this 5 car was hooked up right from the get-go, and a third place finish is this obviously not where you wanted to finish, but hey, I tell you what, third place will do here for round number 8.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I was pretty happy with how I raced and I didn't get in for any practice, but yeah, I was pretty happy with how I went and how I qualified. It was a good race overall.
A few different lines to choose from. Slider line, top side, bottom side. Where was this 5 car most comfortable throughout that 40-lap journey?
It was kind of a bit hard. Throughout the whole race, the track sort of changed. Every about 10 to 12 laps, you had to run a different sort of line. But yeah, no, I was pretty comfortable wherever I kind of put the car. Top 3 and 4 was getting a bit sketchy at the top, near the end there. But yeah, besides that, it was pretty comfortable everywhere I went.
2 weeks left in this season. Of course, round number 8 done here tonight from Lucas. So how do you sum up your series so far?
It's not been too bad. I've qualified and done well in my heats. I just get pretty unlucky in some of the feature races. But yeah, Harry Stewart and same as Riley, they're just too quick. They're always going to be in the top 2. So if I can finish behind them or in front of them, I'm happy.
Ron, well done on third place here tonight at the Lucas Oil Speedway for round number 8 of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everyone involved on this 5 car.
Yeah, no, I appreciate all the JSI guys putting this on, and also just to Riley and Harry for always having a good race with those 2 fellas. It's always been good fun. It was really, really good.
There we go, Rowan Jones, your third place finisher here tonight. Home in second place tonight is the number 11 car of Harry Stewart. And for the first time this season, he has legitimately got beat. You can't say he got sent to the back, but Harry, second place. Yeah, 6 wins, 2 second place. It's not a bad way for the opening 8 weeks.
It's all right. I just straight up sucked then. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really expect it. I got to the lead there and thought, oh yeah, I'll just sort of try not to wreck myself, and then yeah, Riley just kind of smoked me. So yeah, I don't know. It's fine. I definitely the night finished a lot better than it started. I sucked in qualify. I just had no idea where to run, and then yeah, got through the heat and then the dash. I was pretty lucky to get where I got to, and then yeah, the features, yeah, how that went. And so yeah, that's all right.
Talk us through on the sort of the thought process, what was going through mind, what was being told to you by by your boys in Discord about this track changing, because Rowan sort of alluded to it, sort of every 10 to 12 laps, you had to pick a different line to run.
Yeah, I I was didn't really know where to run in 1 and 2. So I was running the bottom, and then I felt that getting pretty slow, so I ran the top, and I thought I sucked, and I tried venturing around a bit, and I just yeah, I sucked running a different line, and yeah, Riley got around me. I think even if I stayed on that top line or the bottom in 1 and 2, I probably would have still definitely got beat. Riley was, yeah, I mean, as soon as he got past, he put a straight on me within like 2 laps. So I don't think me picking the right line was going to be beneficial for me anyway. But yeah, no, it was cool anyway. It was different track. I haven't really been on iRace that much where it changes that many times through the race. It's usually pretty stock standard, the line. So yeah, just trying to adapt the whole time. It was good.
Talk us through what it's like to run this top side, because this top side, you've got that ledge. There's no wall there, right on that cushion. You get those right side tires off the edge, and it's hard to see because the looser dirt, the marbles, sort of they take that observation away. How tough is it, when you've got those marbles up there to try and predict where the racetrack is?
Yeah, it's pretty impossible, really. I think well, Riley's pretty good at it, but I just didn't know. And at least when you run like the sprint car and something here, it's left rear down, and sort of you can keep driving on it, and it doesn't upset the car a hell like a, as much as it does the late model. As soon as you get over in the late model, you just really slow. I probably did that too many times during the race as well, but I don't know. I just got to get better at this track, and yeah, do a better job next time.
Well, tell you what, 8-6 first, 2 seconds. Not a bad way to kick off the opening 8 weeks of this 10-week series. So 2 weeks left, Harry, once again, for the 8th time this season. We'll let you thank everyone involved on this 11 car.
Yeah, just thanks to the whole JSI team for putting the series on, yourself for broadcasting, everyone in Discord, Darcy, Bo, Joel, Bradley, Australian Racing Products, Six Ballarat, Pensie's Wakash, 87 Creative, Down Under Graphics. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks.
What about this Tritec lubricants on the front?
Oh, yes, Tritech Lubricants, yeah. Mate, it's Darcy sponsors. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you've had more than enough time to practice them. I'm gonna have to send you a bill for that one.
Oh, yeah, mate. I'll send it to Darcy.
For some reason I get that feeling that ain't going to be paid. Harry, well done on second.
Cheers.
There we go. Harry Stewart home in second place here tonight. Well, getting his second feature into this season. But you can't take this one away from me. It's the 2L car of Riley Hutchison. Riley, congratulations. I'm going to call this one a dominant victory, because in the end, you got clear of Harry Stewart by 3.139 seconds. How did this feel to come back to victory lane?
Pretty good. I really didn't expect to win by 3.1 seconds there, obviously. But as soon as I found the line down the bottom in 1 and 2, I just felt absolutely immaculate. Just was hitting it perfect every lap. 3 and 4, it was just wasn't going off. Car wasn't sideways. We're perfect for that second half of the race. I was just trying to save my tyres as well. I know Lucas Oil burned your tyres a little bit on the top, so definitely probably me running the bottom there for the whole race pretty much helped, I guess.
Talk us through you said you're running the bottom side perfect. You got around Harry in 1 and 2 late in that race, and then the following lap he got upstairs, and then you obviously had to go back down to the bottom, but he just sort of made one little mistake at running probably 3/4 of the way to the racetrack and left that outside line open for you. How tough is it to sort of adjust those lines on the move and try and hit those lines perfect, between the top and the bottom side?
It's probably a lot harder without a mirror, because you don't actually know they're going to be on your outside and passing you, or you don't know how much room you're going to have to like throw a slider. It's a little bit harder, but lucky I've got a wheel that has like a look left and right button, so I can kind of adjust and see how far he's behind me or in front of me, so I can either make the move or slow it down just a little bit and pull in behind him, and then try and go around the outside. Oh yeah.
Does this win tonight feel that a little bit extra special, knowing that you actually beat Harry, and you can't say that he opted to come from 24th and you beat him that way. He started up near the front with you, and you basically just outdrove him there in those final laps.
Yeah, I don't know. I love Lucas Oil. It's probably my favourite track on the sim. Between that and Weed Sport, they're probably both my favourite. Just, I don't know, real good racing. Looking forward to next week as well. It'll be interesting. Just trying to catch up on Harry on the points. I've had a few rough weeks. Just stupid decisions by me.
I'll tell you what, we look forward to seeing what you can do over the next couple of weeks as we complete round number 8 of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series. Riley, congratulations on this victory. Before we let you go and celebrate here, we'll let you thank everyone and involved on this number 2 car.
Yeah, definitely. HRE Sim Sports, Illustrated Automotive, Seaman Designs, Magillas Speed Shots, Johnson Speed Shot. Magillas Speed Shop, sorry. Johnson Speed Shots, and yourself for the broadcast, and JSI and Jason, all them, and all the sponsors for sponsoring this series.
Riley, go and celebrate, buddy. We look forward to seeing you back next week for round number 9.
Thank you. Catch up.
There we go, guys. Riley Hutchison, your winner here tonight from the Lucas Oil Speedway. Boy, what a phenomenal race that was. So just to recap what we've seen, we go back to qualifying, and it all started with Riley Hutchison going quick time with a 13.891. He went on to win heat race number 1. Lyle Fisher went on to win heat race number 2. Heat 3 was won by Rowan Jones. Heat 4 was Jack Murphy getting the win. So those 4 heat winners coming from the pole position. We had no C main. It was straight to a B main where Lachlan Moore picked up the win from the outside of the front row. Then, of course, we seen our dash, which led us to our 40-lap A main event. And it was, when it's all said and done, Riley Hutchison getting the win in that number 2 car. Harry Stewart home in second, Rowan Jones third, Kyle Fisher in fourth. Cohen O'Toole rounds out your top 5. He picks up 10 spots, not tonight's hard charger. Aidan Gardner picked up 11 spots. He's not your hard charger either. However, in fact, I apologise. 12 spots goes to Jason Crawford, but it was Aidan Gardner who is your hard charger, going from 24th to position number 11. That is 13 positions. So well done to that 36 car of Aidan Gardner. Well, round number 8 is complete. We look forward to round number 9 and 10 over the next fortnight, and we certainly look forward to having your company here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We certainly hope you enjoyed tonight's coverage of the Lucas Oil at the Lucas Oil Speedway, I should say, for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series presented by JSI Sim Sports. Big thank you, of course, MPI, Cool Drive Auto Parts. We've got, of course, Racer Industries, Late Model Racing Tasmania, MFD Lionel, and Crawford Designs. Without their support, none of this is possible. So we look forward to having your company next week for round number 9. But until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the manager behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler, signing off, saying good night. We'll see you next week.